Hey kids, it's time for another exciting episode of KWJUDAS.
Sugar, I'll come home and I'll sleep on the couch. Baby, I'll sleep on the floor. Hell, I'll sleep anywhere you tell me to. Baby, I'll quit cussing. I'll quit smoking. I'll quit drinking. I'll start going to church. I'll quit going to the bar. I'll quit staying out. I'll quit chasing women. Do you know what I mean? Let's do it! Coming crawling back to you, and here I come, baby, look, I'm ballin' too. If God made me one thing, made me a fool. I get fucked up, I fall down, I crawl back to you. Woo!
The motherfucking Utah County Swillers here in the studio tonight.
I love you guys.
Fucking A.
I love these guys too, and it's about time that we get them in here.
Yeah, it is about time.
And what's cool is he just told me that most of the stuff we're playing tonight is like not available on the internet.
No, none of it.
And previously unreleased tracks. And we got quite a few. So, excuse me. So, we, I guess, only have like roughly 20 minutes to talk. So
you can hear all of it, because we should.
We definitely don't want to leave anything out. So how come these songs haven't been released yet?
We actually released them back when we recorded them, which was like in the early 2000s, but we just put them out like on either a cassette tape or I think half of those are on a cassette and the other half are on a homemade burned CD, and so we just did like 100 of them, and then I don't know why. We just never redid it, and nobody was smart enough to figure out how to put it online. I'm still don't really know how to do that. And then the last few records we've had, 2 or 3, we recorded those in like a studio, and one of them even had like a record label that put it out for us, and so they took care of putting it on Spotify and everything. But I wouldn't mind putting this stuff online. I just don't know how.
I might be able to help you with that.
Awesome.
It's pretty easy once you actually figure it out.
And it comes with a small fee.
I wanna ask too. That song you wrote about the author. Remember when you went to make the cassettes? Is that song on here?
Yeah,
I want to hear that
here.
song.
Yeah,
these are songs I haven't even heard. I'm the.
What's the name of that one?
That one's called Paradigm Shift, and it's about Stephen R. Covey. Because
Stephen Covey.
I was working at this place, and they made us they bought us the Stephen R. Covey book, The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, or whatever it was called.
Yeah, we had to read that in school.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, I thought it was all bullshit, so we wrote a song about it, and then when we went to get we went to get a cassette made. We took the masters to some place in Pleasant Grove, and the guy called me up and said, "I can't make this. He's like one of our biggest clients, Stephen R. Covey." So then we took it to another place, and they made it. But when I went to pick it up, the guy said, "Just so you know, one of his nephews works here, and he doesn't think that song's funny at all."
We should probably listen to that one next then.
Cool.
All right, this is the Utah County Swillers here on KWJUDAS Gumption City Radio.
For 10 times as much as you can buy it at the store. But Stephen R. Covey, you're gonna have to kiss my fucking ass back off me. I ain't buying your PMH. That's right, I think it's all a big crock of fucking shit. And furthermore, I think Ray Kroc gets up my dick. Change, t-shirt chain, run ads in the paper that read Red Hot Alert, I got them jobs in Baghdad, paying $200 an hour. Just give us all your money and we'll send you all the power. Oh, Stephen R. Covey, you're gonna have to kiss my fucking ass back off me. I ain't buying your PMH. That's right, yeah, I think it's all a big crock of fucking shit. And furthermore, I think Ray Kroc can suck my dick. And furthermore, I think Ray Kroc was a fucking prick. Stumble to the bar stool when I mumble out your name, and I order a drink to clear my head, but it don't ease pain. And I cry out your name once more just before I hit the floor, and the bouncers gently escort me through them swinging doors, and the flashing lights begging me to borrow
beer, but guess what?
I showed up, he wasn't there. You see, that sucker owes me a mess. He was gonna gas my POS, but instead I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. I call my mom, but she ain't never home. And I call my girlfriend, but she ain't got no phone. And no one seems to care that I'm broken threadbare, stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Call a cop, and I'll get this old wreck towed, and I'll write a bad check and worry about it when I get home. But for now I'm out of gas, no grass, no beer, just me stuck in the middle of fucking nowhere. No gas, no grass, no ass, no beer, just me stuck in the middle of nowhere.
No gas, no grass. Here on KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. That sounds like that song was based on a personal experience.
When I was a kid, people used to have these bumper stickers. You saw them all the time, and it said, no gas, no grass, no beer. And I was like, how can I make a song out of that? So it's about a guy that, if you listen to the words, it's about a guy whose car breaks down and he can't find anyone to come and pick him up.
Right.
We added no gas, no grass, no ass, no beer, no ride.
Nice.
I've seen something similar to that, at least. No gas, no grass.
Yeah.
Or ass, gas, or ass. Ass, grass, or gas. No one rides for free.
That's what it was. Maybe that's how it went. Yeah, it was something along those lines for sure. You still see that.
Right. I think I got it right. Something like that. But I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's old school.
That's where that came from. Yeah.
So it's not based on a personal experience.
Well, I mean, I broke them down plenty of times.
Stickers,
anybody that's it's based on anybody that's ever been in a car that's broken down and you don't know what to do.
Word. I have been in that position, and then I got AAA.
I do. We have it now too.
I got AAA, but we had a lug stuck on a wheel, and it was out on a dirt road, and they won't come out on dirt roads. Just so anyone listening to this, if you have AAA, just know that.
They won't go on any dirt road.
Nope. You have to be off of, on the side of the paved road.
I did know that. And, yeah, it blows.
That does suck. Because what if you're stuck out on a dirt road?
Yeah, we were in front of the petroglyphs in the San Rafael Swell, that big petroglyph overlook. So it's not even like too bad of a road to get in there.
It's really not.
It's just a dirt road, but they're like, nope, you're like, 15 miles, 20 miles off of a paved road. We can't go anywhere near there.
And I love that you're talking about the San Rafael Swell, because that's one of my favorite places. And I have had not a breakdown, it was a flat tire, but we didn't have a spare. And couldn't get anyone to come in with one. We eventually got it.
Nope, you cut out there.
Am I there?
You're there now.
There we go.
So what'd you do?
Someone actually came by that had the right size spare tire for us.
Oh my God, that's so lucky.
Yeah, very lucky, very lucky.
That's way lucky.
But yeah, I love the San Rafael Swells. Goblin Valley represent.
Yeah, I camp there at least twice a year, so you should come with us sometime. We usually do a May camp out and then an October camp out. So
let's go. I got an RV now too.
You're not coming through.
Is this
There you go.
completely cutting out? Is it better?
There you are.
All right.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. No.
Have you ever
I'm
heard
in.
that
Let's go.
story about the two college kids from Boston that one of them was going to go to law school in California? I think I got it right. And so they decided to take a road trip from Boston to L.A., and they'd heard about some trail in New Mexico. So they stopped their car to hike this trail, which was like a 20-minute hike, but they got lost. And then they got even more lost, and they had no water, they had no protection, so they started getting sunburned. Then a couple of days went by. They can't find their car. They start to go crazy. Some people think they might have eaten some mushrooms or some other kind of stuff that was on the trail. And the one guy begs his friend to kill him, which
Wow.
he does.
Oh, I remember that.
And did he? I want to say he ended up like eating part of him, or there was some cannibalism, or maybe I'm wrong.
I can't remember, but he stabbed his friend.
Yeah.
And it went to court.
Yeah, he stabbed
and
his friend, and then when they finally rescued him, they were like 10 minutes away from their car.
Oh shit! Wow.
Where was this?
It was in New Mexico, but they were from the East Coast, and they just weren't familiar with the terrain out here.
They weren't ready to handle it.
Yeah,
getting lost
right.
for a
I'm
couple
pretty
of
well
days.
versed with the San Rafael Swell.
Yeah.
But I pulled a stupid a couple years ago and went hiking through. It was called Sulphur Canyon by Mexican Mountain.
Yeah.
And I went there on my own, and I didn't leave a note. Like, my friends were going to meet out with me that day, and I didn't leave a note at the campsite or anything where I
Yeah.
went. And then when I got in there, like, I realized I got lost. I just sat down for like 10 minutes. I'm like, don't panic, just sit down. Think about where you're at right now.
Breathe.
So I used the GPS on my phone to get in, but the problem is my phone died, and it was just, it's not the way out. It's like, it's layers and layers, so it's hard to find.
Oh, I
get
know.
your way
I
out
know
of
what
those
it's like around those
canyons.
pots.
So I was
know what it's
literally
like.
trapped inside the fucking
Oh, damn.
canyon.
Whoa.
But I got out as the sun was going down.
Cool,
So-
dope.
and I was like,
I've been in a couple of really sticky situations in San Rafael Swell.
Yeah, I
but,
bought a GPS after that. So
Oh yeah, that's smart. That's smart. But I think we should have some more music.
Did you see how
Word.
many people died from like heat exhaustion and dehydration this summer in Utah?
I didn't.
It's like 10 people. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. 10 people's high. Like,
I
For
know.
just
I don't know
dying
how
of
it.
heat exhaustion.
How does it even happen? Apparently, it just happens before you really know it.
it
and
used
then
to
it's too
happen
late.
at Warped Tour.
I mean,
No, I'm just kidding.
if you just remember hydrate or die.
Yeah, there you go.
Indeed. Always drink water, kids. Let's get into some more music. This
What
is
about beer? Can you drink
That-
beer?
Yeah.
yeah, it's Colorado Rocky water.
Thanks for bringing the beer, by the way.
My
Indeed.
pleasure.
This is the Utah County Swillers, Gumption City Radio.
When I was a boy, I didn't care much for toys. I didn't want to be an astronaut or a fireman or a cowboy. I just wanted to live under the sun in a teepee or a hoedown. Yeah, I wanted to be an Indian. My grandfolks lived down in Monticello, so I guess that's where I saw my first Navajo. Yeah, they'd sell jewelry, rugs, and bows out on them dusty roads, and I wanted to be an Indian. There comes the cowboys, got a gun. dreams were never realized. After all, I'll always be just a white guy. Yeah, but that don't mean I can't dream of a life wild and free. And I wanna be an Indian. Yeah, I wanna be an Indian. I wanted to be an Indian. He takes Rogaine in the morning to soothe his ache in the head, and he takes Viagra in the evening to help him out in bed. And he's got 4 or 5 subscriptions to men's magazines, and down in the basement 4 or 5 exercise machines. And he's got a great job pushing pharmaceuticals, and he loves to laugh and say better living through chemicals. And he bought his wife a perfectly good pair of tits and a brand new SUV, but the bitch is still prone to throwing fits. Thank God he's in the biz, so when she's feeling blue, he can always fix her up with a fixer-up or two. And they're perfect for each other, perfect pieces of shit. Yeah, they're perfectly disgusting, the kind you love to kick in the head, or the BMW right in front of their goddamn friends. Once for me and twice for you. Once for me, twice for you. And they've got adorable brats, and they love to dress them up in the Gap, and they got a poor expensive dog that they keep tied up in the back. And they do not know people like you and me. You see, they live in a big fancy gated community for safety, and they know the economy, it's gonna bounce back. And they blame that Bill Clinton and them motherfucking Democrats. And they're perfect for each other, two perfect pieces of shit. Yeah, they're perfectly disgusting, the kind I'd love to kick in the head, or the BMW right in front of the goddamn friends. Once for me and twice for you. Once for me, twice for you. Many years I've seen bands come and go, bars open and close. I've seen kids become junkies and pretty girls grow old, but I ain't never seen nothing like this before. Because now it's starting to happen to me. I'm becoming the man I swore I'd never be. Ain't it funny how one day you can wake up and see that life is just like daytime TV. So bills, they come and go, but mostly they stay. And wives and children, you know I'd never trade. And in the end, well, I guess, yeah, all I can say is that I got me and no one else to blame. But now it's starting to happen to me. I'm becoming the man I swore I'd never be. Ain't it funny how one day you can wake up and see that life is just like daytime TV. it was on Lonesome Dove. The cowboy told the pretty girl, it's a simple thing you got to learn to love. It's a roof over your head, it's clothes on your back. It's living for today and never looking back. Ah, but now it's starting to happen to me. I'm becoming the man I swore I'd never be. Ain't it funny how one day you can wake up and see that life is just like daytime TV.
Yeah.
Utah County Swillers on KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. We are now halfway through the show, which means only one thing, folks. It is time for one of Wizard's useless facts.
Behold. So I got a good one for y'all. You shed over 3 gallons of skin and hair a year. Imagine collecting that in a bucket.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
For you guys, maybe, but I'm bald.
Oh,
Mine's
that's why.
like
Where do you think it's going? Why do you think you're bald?
That's right. They have been for a long time. There was a time where maybe I shed 3 pounds of skin, though.
It's amazing how much you
Body
hair.
gallons? Did you say gallons or
Yeah,
pounds?
and body hair, like gallons. Like if you were to fill like a
Right.
container, not
Right.
pounds. It's disgusting.
I add 3 pounds.
Has someone actually done that before? Like, how compact do you have to push everything to fit within the gallons?
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
So that means you're technically losing weight slowly.
That's right.
Very slowly.
But your skin is constantly regenerating. Like you're growing it back as fast as you're losing it.
Yeah, I guess that is
The
true.
epidermis is a wonderful organ and is actually the longest organ in your body.
That I knew.
If you want another,
I knew that.
that's a useful fact.
I knew
right
that.
there. But
If you
that
go to the-
much of it that you shed, like, oof.
If you go out to the Hare Krishna temple in Spanish Fork and talk to the guru there, that's the point he makes about regeneration or reincarnation. He's like, we're constantly being reincarnated. He has something, he says, I don't quote me on this, but he says something like, there's only very few cells left in us by the time we die that were there when we started.
We're not the
True.
same people we
True.
were on 9/11.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What of the fuck? On 9/11, what does that have to do with anything?
I was just joking.
No, it's COVID, man. That's what's changed. That's the new 9/11.
Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
say.
We lost more people to COVID than to 9/11.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was a lot more recent. So, like, there's a whole generation of kids that don't even remember, like, 9/11.
They weren't even born.
They weren't even born yet,
Yeah.
right? But they were there for COVID.
Yeah, exactly. And
They're
they'll be
gonna remember
there.
it.
They'll be there for World War III when we take on the Russians, right?
And now we're allowed to tell Holocaust jokes because it's been long enough. Dun-ch.
Do you have any?
No, thank you.
I think we're good without.
Yeah.
You guys
That
ever,
was my Holocaust joke.
you guys ever seen Delocated?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. But the dude's son in the show has a ska mitzvah. And he's like, David, I don't think that survivors of the Holocaust or victims of the Holocaust would appreciate you having a ska mitzvah.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
wait, today I guess we have to call it the Skalacost.
There you go,
Wow.
folks. There's your
awesome.
there's
That's
your
not an
Holocaust
original joke. That's Adult Swim.
Thank you, though,
late
for
night
sharing that.
Delocated.
Delocated. So it's a cartoon?
Yeah, it's like the guy in the ski mask. He's in the witness protection
Yeah, I've not seen
program.
that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that one.
But I
Classic.
haven't had a TV in front of me for some time, so
Yeah.
Me neither. I mean, I have one, but I haven't used it in some time. Ever since my smart TV got broken.
So we're halfway through the show and halfway through the music. I think it's time for another little ditty.
Yeah, or a couple of ditties, since
Yeah.
we've kind of
Okay.
been doing it in chunks here.
They don't have to be little either, but they better be by the Swillers.
As they shall be. This is some more Swillers for you here on Gumption City Radio. Thank you all for listening.
Well, I know I can never do all the things you do, yeah, and I know I can never do all you've been through, yeah, and I know, baby, that you're gonna outlive me in the end. So until then, why can't we be friends? And I know that you think you can kick my ass, but I hope you know, baby, I would never fight back. So put away all them crazy thoughts, and then maybe we can just sit back and talk. 'Cause I know that you know that I really like you, and you know that I know you kinda like me too. So before we both do something, we're gonna regret. Let's sit down and work out this mess. And I heard you say that I say I'm better than you, and I want you to know right now that positively is not true. So if I say I do stupid shit, I hope you know I really don't mean it. And since you said to me once, long time ago, the fun that you like about me most is, even though my middle name, it's bad luck, honey, I never give up. 'Cause I know that you know that I really like you, and you know that I know you kinda like me too. So before we both do something, we're gonna regret. Let's sit down and work out this mess, this fucking mess, this goddamn mess, this bloody mess. You're skinny, you're cute. Don't speak German. In the Navy, I really wasn't a Top Gun. In fact, I peeled potatoes, did the laundry. I'll bet you never seen the likes of me. And I really don't know the Reverend Horton Heat, and my band never warmed up for the English beat. In fact, I'm a janitor at JCPenney. I'll bet you think I'm a creep, because I lie when I talk to you. I got a little problem when it comes to telling the truth. Though the biggest lies I ever said was when I said to you, you're smart, you're skinny, you're cute. I never talked to weeping willow, let her cry, cry, cry. I never told the clouds that covered up a clear blue sky, but I've stolen a lot of songs from John and Cash to tell me who in the hell hasn't done that. Because I lie when I talk to you. I got a little problem when it comes to telling the truth. None of the biggest lies I ever said was when I said to you, your butt looks great in them jeans. You don't wear too much makeup. Your mom's a super good cook. You're cute. Baby, I think I wanna marry you. Honey, you know I love you. You're so esperienza che eres loco y nadie nunca sabe lo que dice. No tienes mala leche. I said you probably heard from sucking on your mom's sour tit, and now everything you touch, well, it turns to shit. Yeah, when you're always right, everyone else is always wrong. Don't blame them, blame your mom. What you have to say, and you have to deal with morons every day, and you hardly ever seem to get your way. Low T and his mala leche. I said you probably are from sucking on your mom's sour tit, and now everything you touch, well, it turns to shit. Yeah, when you're always right, everyone else is always wrong. Don't blame them, blame your mom.
Useless fact about that song.
Mala leche?
Yeah.
Useless fact about it.
Speak of the devil.
What's the useless fact about that song we just heard?
Okay, so I taught English in Spain for a year, 30 years ago, and I taught high school kids, and so they love to like learn American swear words and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And somehow we got on like the topic of just kind of little sayings, and they were like, what do you say when somebody's just grouchy and mean all the time in America? And I say, we had to think about it, but I go, we say they have sour grapes. And they're like, what does that mean? And I go, you eat a sour grape and your face gets kind of scrunched up. I go, what do you call it here? And I go, we call it sour milk, mala leche. I go, why? I don't get it. And he goes, oh, mala leche means that when they were babies, their mom's breast milk was rancid, and so they're pissed off for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
Yeah, when we were listening to it while we were waiting for you guys to get here, it's like the first line is everything you touch, you break.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this song's about me.
No.
You have chaos fingers, Judas.
Everything I touch, I fucking break.
You don't have to touch it. I've watched pictures jump off the wall in his presence.
You can fix it, though.
That's what I do.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm the wizard.
I gotcha.
I got the chaos hands, and he has the miracle working hands. I mean, I've seen the exact opposite. Like, he just took apart a computer that he doesn't even really know how to work on, and blew on it, banged on it a few times,
put it back together. I literally drummed on the side of it.
And it works?
And then, just
it turned on.
Worked fine again.
Yeah. Wow.
I am the wizard.
Yeah.
Behold.
That's what I started doing. That's what I started doing during COVID, is just buying quote-unquote broken Super Nintendos. And then most of the time you just deep clean them, and they usually work, or it's just like a little $1.50 fuse, and then you just resell them.
I forgot about that time until you reminded me that I was like, actually banked on the side.
Yeah, we need to wash your clean your Super Nintendo. It does have the cool retro look though. That cigarette yellow.
It's been gathering dust.
That cigarette yellow.
The best thing you can do at that point is like we can paint it. You like paint it something cool.
I mean, I at least would like
chrome it.
Plate it.
Make it look like a Cybertruck.
Give it a wrap. We won't paint it. We'll just put a cool new wrap on it.
Vinyl wrap.
Word. It'll have a KWJUDAS sign on it.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Word.
Maybe like around Christmas, there
you go.
Have a winner at KWJUDAS win a custom KWJUDAS Super Nintendo for Christmas.
Oh man.
I ain't giving away my Super Nintendo.
No, I'll paint one of my own and I'll donate it to you, and then you guys can give it to
we'll custom wrap one for you to give away.
How? So you're gonna procure a new...
Yes. Oh, easy.
I have like 20 Super Nintendos in my house.
And then we customize it for you, and you'll get like 2 million people trying to raffle for it.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, the local radio stations would show up to every kind of live event if there was some festival or concert. So how do you do that? Could you do that? Or do you have to have like a different kind of transmitter that you can take around in your car with you?
We have done that twice.
Oh, you've done it?
we haven't done it in a very long time, and a lot of it was because the guy we were telling you about who originally set this whole thing up, he was very proactive in that, and he got us backstage to a couple of events.
That's cool.
The only one of which that is actually that we still have the recording of, and it's been published, is when we went backstage for the SLC Punk 2 debut.
Yeah.
Wait, did we not have Milo Fest?
No, remember that?
Oh, shit.
That got lost on your ex-wife's computer.
Oh, that's right. That's what I meant by lost episodes earlier, by the way.
Yeah.
So could you do those live, or would you just record them and then bring them back and publish them?
We recorded and brought them back, yeah.
Yeah, we'd pre-record it.
Is there a way to do it live, though?
Yeah, probably. I don't know
That
how
would
we
be hard to do live unless
Okay.
you're like reporter style, and the reporters come out
Right.
and they've got the cameraman following. You'd
Yeah.
have to have
Big
someone
satellite.
following you with a transmitting equipment.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you got to have that transmitting.
Yeah, you'd have to have a transmitter to do something where you're like going around and like.
Gotcha.
You didn't get to you didn't interview Tahone Street Corner Thieves at one time, right?
Yeah,
We still have yet to interview them. That'd be cool.
We thought we had backstage to that, and we weren't sure, so we just didn't come.
Yeah, my friend hit me up like a day or two before the show, and she's like, "Hey, do you have a washboard that Tahone Street Corner Thieves can use?" And I was like, "What happened to theirs?" Yes, it kind of got lost on the road. They were kind of partying that whole tour, but that Quentin, I'm like, they can borrow my washboard, but they all have to sign it after they play on it. And Quentin had this cool skate deck that had the cymbals attached to it, rather where the trucks would be, and this bungee cord, and he could just attach that to any kind of washboard, and then it just like Ultra Megazord, bam! You just have a
That's
fucking
dope.
washboard with
Megazord.
wings. It's pretty cool.
Word. That is pretty badass.
We lost a banjo off the top of a car at 70 miles an hour once and got it back.
Did you fix it, or was it even
70 mile an hour banjo is what we call it now.
What happened to the banjo?
It's right there.
It's right there behind you. Yeah, that's hanging on the
Brand
wall.
new.
See
Yeah.
see the crack in the head that got like in the drum head. There's a crack down there. Yeah, barely.
It survived.
The neck didn't break off.
No.
It was still in a case.
It took some stress. I had to adjust the neck a little bit. It was in a soft case though.
Right, but it was still at least in a case.
And
Okay,
somehow
that's impressive.
a semi passed over it and didn't destroy it. We were in San Rafael Swell, weren't we? Where were we at? No, we were in
Thought we
Moab.
were closer
We were
to-
in
yeah,
Moab.
Moab.
We were in Moab. And he had left it on top of the car. And it wasn't until we hit about 70 miles an hour on the freeway that it took wing.
Oh my God. That's like that Mitt Romney story. Do you remember that when he was running for president?
Well, he had his dog.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
With
yeah.
a leash out the window. Oh my God, that's nothing like that. Come on.
I'll tell you something funny that happened to me once. I was at a circle. I used to ride my bike all over Springville, and one time I rode over, it wasn't Circle, it was Maverick. And I was leaving the Maverick, and there was a cop there getting his donuts in Big Gulp. And the cop got in his car to leave, and I noticed he put his Big Gulp on top of the police car. So I rode my bike over, and I was yelling, and he freaked out and jumped out of the car like he thought I was, I don't know what he thought.
you were
but I was
coming
like,
at
I
him.
just, yeah, I was just like, dude, you left your Big Gulp on top of your cruiser. And he went, I fucking knew that.
Oh my
Of course
God.
you fucking knew that. It was deliberate. Now, that's a great one. Yeah, fuck Springville cops, man.
Yeah.
I used to harass them so hard. It was great.
Yeah, he used to live in Springville.
I
as
know,
well.
that's what he was telling us, yeah.
He didn't arrest you for impending his investigation or anything.
I'm surprised. Somebody told me-
impeding his investigation.
Somebody told me once that the Springville cops are the second lowest paid cops in Utah. Only preceded, or the only police department that pays less is Mapleton.
That was Mapleton.
Which is, you know,
I didn't even
a
think
bedroom
Mapleton
community.
had their own cops.
They had,
Mapleton?
like two.
I'm surprised. Yeah,
Huh.
that might not be true.
No, they do. They do have cops. Like I mean, my screen printing shop. But the first place I started screen printing was in Mapleton, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
There's hardly any businesses in Mapleton, I feel like.
There's actually a pretty big industrial area where they've got some mechanics and some
Really?
manufacturing plants. Like there's a company out there that's like making roller coaster parts.
Oh, That's in Mapleton. Okay.
I think there's another one like adjacent to them that are making like rocket engines for NASA or something like that. Like some big shit gets hauled out of there. Like they're constructing some massive shit. Like there's some
They are also they're also Utah's #1 export of maple.
Yes,
tons of maple.
A lot of maple
all the time.
That's why
there
they
are a lot
call
of
it Mapleton.
There are some serious, big, ridiculous mansions up there too.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. If you're rich, you're in Mapleton. Like these guys have their own like drive-through Christmas light experiences. Like that's how rich these fuckers are. Anyway, we should have some more music. I think.
Let's get to it. Here's some more musical numbers from the UC Swillers on KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio.
Get the fuck out! Don't let the door hit you in the ass. Don't turn around. Oh, don't you ever look back. Don't even return back to my hometown. 'Cause I won't be so nice the second time around. Those were her last words 5 years ago when I vowed that I'd never return, and I forgot almost everything until one night when I saw the color IDs I'd been drinking all night at the local bar, and I wasn't thinking when I listened to her police walk called her back the very next day. Hey, and she came to see me right away. She'd lost everything except her weight, her job, and her boyfriend had gone their separate ways, and she begged me to move on back. So I loaded up everything and I got the fuck out of my old shack. Back in that old town, nothing had really changed. All the problems that I'd left were still the fucking same, and the same old faces, and the same dirty old job, and the same old fights with that woman I'd never loved. 6 months, that's all it took before I started getting the same old dirty looks. It turned out I was the same guy she'd hated way back when, and 5.5 years later I heard the same words again. Get the fuck out! Don't let the door hit you in the ass. Don't turn around. Yeah, don't you ever look back. Don't even return back to my hometown. 'Cause I won't be so nice the third time around. No, I won't be so nice the fourth time around. No, I won't be so nice the second time around. It's 8:15, and I'm late. My boss is waiting at the gate, and he's shaking his head. He's got a 48 ounce in one hand, in the other he's got a fist, and he's pissed, so pissed. He wants me to know that he runs a show. They can fire me, but he won't, because he needs a scapegoat. Yeah, and he's got me by the throat. He'd rather bitch. He's such a bitch. And so I kiss his ass and I pat him on the back, shake his hand and promise it won't happen again. Apologize, remind him that he needs me just like I need him. 14. She thought she was the cutest thing that she'd ever seen, but that didn't work out, so she went into medicine, and now she's cocaine Betty. She's having all the fun. That's right, she's cocaine Betty. She's cool as a cucumber. She's as tough as nails. She's a swag little number. The first line's always free of thing. She's your best friend, but believe me, brother, you're gonna pay. Hey, hey. Now one of these days she's gonna get busted, because after all, drug dealers can't be trusted. She's 22 going on 40. Yeah, she's growing up fast, but now she's cocaine Betty. As long as she can last. Yeah, she's cocaine Betty. She's cool as a cucumber. She's as tough as nails. She's a slick little number. The first line's always free to think. She's your best friend, but believe me, brother, you're gonna pay. Hey, hey. She's always bragging about her boyfriend. Says he's got a 12-inch dick. She says when she's on top that he can barely fit, but I doubt it. 'Cause that bitch's got a flaming gorge. She's owned every guy I know, from Logan to Ogden, Salt Lake City, Sandy, Draper, Lehigh, AM, PG, Linden, Orem, Provo, San Pete County, all the way to St. John. It's like she's cocaine Betty. She's as cool as a cucumber. She's as tough as nails. She's a slick little number. The first line's always free of thing. She's your best friend, but believe me, brother, you're gonna pay. Hey, hey.
UC Swillers, KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. We're going to get into a word from our sponsor here before we wrap things up. So here it is, a message to you from Derpenschlee. Hey, kid, are you tired of being all short and portly and immature? Well, I know I'm short, Derpenschlee guy, but what's portly mean? It means fat, kid. That's why we call you Fat Kid. Well, gee, Derpenschlee guy, I don't know what to do about that. Sadly, dear boy, I've no remedy for being fat. But I think I've got just the answer for being a kid. Wow, really? Well, what's that? Well, son, everyone knows the quickest way to look like an adult is with copious amounts of alcohol. You don't say. Yep, and I just happen to have this half-gallon of Derpenschlee brand Everclear. 180 proof of pure adult maturity. 2 hours later. And that's the thing about Mahanrai Moriekmer is the folks rip you open by every orifice, swing you around by your dick, play jump rope with your intestines, and crack. Wow, Derpenschlee guy, you sure are a chatterbox when you get drunk. Can I have some yet? Sorry, boy, this here's for adults only, like I said. Oh. And if it doesn't say derpin, if it doesn't say slurpin, it's not slurpin' D. Well, that was a word from our sponsor, Derpenschlee, without whom this program would not exist.
Derpenschlee guy. What a douche.
If
Good
it's
old-
not Derpin, it's not Derpenschlee.
If it doesn't say Derpin, it's not Derpenschlee. So we got 2 more songs left, and we are already past an hour. So before we play these last 2 songs, where's a good place for people to find you guys online?
Let's see, we just got an Instagram page. It's just the Utah County Swillers, and we have a Facebook page. And that's about it. We're super low tech.
It turns out the only place you can listen to the music you just heard is right here
This
where you
is it.
just listened to it. So
I
it's
haven't
finally
even
online.
heard a lot of
Yeah.
the
Boom! Way to go.
None of this stuff
It's on
is
every music facet now.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you want to hear their music, this music.
These songs specifically.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you guys still do have some other stuff that's out on all the platforms.
Yeah, I think we have either two. I was going to say no. I guess just 2 records on all the platforms.
Nice.
Just look up the Utah County Swillers on wherever you download music from, and you should be able to find it.
Yep.
But for the songs that you've got right here for now, they are only right here, folks. So we're going to take things out with a bang and a bash.
Give us a thumbs up.
A bash and a bang. Yes, please hit like and subscribe to this channel if you have not already done so for more chaotic randomness. Thank you all for joining us one more time here on KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. Have a pleasant tomorrow.
Joking ugly. Your wife will cheat on you, your kids will hate you too, 'cause you can't trust nobody. I said you can't trust nobody today. You can't trust nobody today. You can't trust your best friend, your wife or your husband. You can't trust nobody today. You can't trust nobody today. You can't trust nobody today. You can't trust your best friend, your wife or your husband. You can't trust nobody today. Well, it's a long way from Salt Lake to Cincinnati, in a rig with a worn-out driveline, where 40 feels like 90. It'll be a miracle if I get there on time. I guess it wasn't a good idea to stop in Denver, but I can't resist them old friends of mine. And now I got a wicked hangover, and I doubt I'm gonna make my deadline. But the bank says I got till Tuesday at 5 before they repo this old rig of mine. If I don't drop my load in Ohio, then I won't make my loan payment on time. getting closer. I can almost see the state line. If I push this rig up to 70, by God, we might just make it on the time. It's 2:30 and I'm almost to Indy. Only 100 miles to go. I'll be there by 4, getting our check-in by 5. Everything's gonna be alright tonight. And that bank's gonna have to wait one more month before they repo this old rig of mine. And my woman, she'll be happy. One more month off the welfare line. We're gonna make it tonight. Just me and this old rig of mine.
We'd like to thank you once again for joining us on another exciting episode of KWJUDAS on Gumption City Radio. We now turn you back to a regularly scheduled Gumption City program.